So I got a few things that I want to do today. One of them is I have some new preset packs installed on here from Metropolis Border, dope content creator as it pertains to content for the XY. So check him out. And I also imported some old XY songs that I haven't heard in a while onto this new version of the XY. So I want to go through some of those and just explore. I tutored today from 10 a.m. Eastern till an hour ago. So 10 a.m. to about 7:40 with very minimal breaks in between. So I'm extremely exhausted, but I want to use this and have some fun. So let's do it. I also hope that this is that I set this to public. I guess we'll wait until the first person joins to validate that it's public, or I can just grab my laptop real quick. I kind of wish that YouTube by default makes your vertical live streams the last setting that they were, so you don't have to always remember to go from unlisted to public, but such is life. Alright, this one looks like we're public. Q. Alright, we're good, I guess, right? Is that confirmed that we're public? Yeah, I guess so, right? Because if it shows up here, then it has to be. Alright, cool. Okay. So we're good there. Alright, let's go check out one of my favorite songs on here. Is it this one? Okay. Okay, so I just turned down some of the craziness happening here, but that's okay. Let's explore this. Um, you wish I had a vocoder. Hey, thank you. That's what you just heard just now is the best project that I've ever heard made on the OPXY, and I just happen to make it. I'm not one to boast upon my music making skills, but that's good. It's good stuff. Um, I wish, I mean, I think I'm gonna do a video soon talking about like my most needed feature on here. Any reason why you brought this one instead of? Oh man, I mean, maybe my friend Lou Cawley can speak to it because he just made a comment about this compared to the OP1 field. I own both. I didn't pay for the OP1 field, but I did pay for this. Um, the sequencer is just, what can I say? I can't even. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly because of the sequencer and the workflow on here is just a lot more. I just prefer it. I prefer the workflow on the XY. Like, it's not even close. The open one field for me is really fun for certain things, but I needed something that is standalone that I can make music on it by itself, and this is that thing. I needed that. The piece of hardware, no computer. I've been in front of a computer all day today, all day. Hey, what's going on, ukulele plus? How are you? And so the last thing that I want to do right now is be on Ableton to make music. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. But this, I'm not in I mean, I am in front of a computer, but I'm in front of a piece of hardware to make music, and that's what it's all about. XY is much more of a musical composition tool. Agreed. I think the OP1 is more of an experimental sound instrument. Yeah, spot on. Spot on. All right. Anyway, let me come back over here. I'm gonna save this. Let's see what other old projects I have on here. So now I have. Let me go to Rachel. I have a song on here called Rachel that I think is pretty good. I was gonna say let's explore this, but okay. First of all, we need to be over here. Second of all, we need to turn all these mixes down. That's more like. Oh, that's way too loud. Jesus. Okay. Let's try that again. Master should come down. Let's let's try this. Thank you. So I might delete this. Honestly, just delete this one. We don't need this crazy. Or I don't know. Let's just keep it. I don't. Maybe no point of deleting. Are you thinking of doing an OPX? Um, Possibly. I am definitely going to be doing something with the OPXY very soon, as it pertains to preset packs and some other really great resources that I think people who own the XY are going to get a lot of value from. Um, and so, yeah, so I'm definitely, there's not a lot out there. When you're talking about preset packs, or when you're, if you're saying that, I totally agree, and there's a market for it, and I'm highly inspired to lean into that market heavily, and mostly due to the fact that, got you, what I'm doing here is some of the most fun that I've had from a creative standpoint as well as interaction standpoint. So there needs to be, when there's an input to the output of these sessions, that's when things really start moving. So I'm super excited. I play the piano really well. How long do you think it took you to learn? Good question. Music impacts, got you. Yeah. You're absolutely right about that. Um, yeah, um, not that long because I knew the Z, which l- builds on this heavily. But it didn't take me that long to learn the Z. What was interesting about the OPZ is it was the only piece of equipment that I had. Thank you, for a while, and it was cool because in that moment in my journey, there was no distractions with other hardware or other things to make music. It was just the Z, just the OPZ only. And I used it for quite a while and it became indispensable. I do have an album you can check out. I wish I can type like chat on here, but I can't type right on my phone. It's kind of unfortunate. I can only pin. I mean, maybe someone can put it OPZ. What? No, it's called Z dash and then the word season. Someone type that in for me. Z season space Chordmaster album. I'll pin it, but I can't type in here. But it's a great album. It's all OPZ tracks. So yeah, check it out. I don't know what the heck that is, but it's interesting. Anyway, we're gonna save this. I don't know what else I have on here. Let's do a new project. I want to check out some of these. Hey, look at you. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. It's good stuff. That's exactly it. Couldn't have done it better myself. Literally, could not have done it. I cannot type from my phone in the chat. Um, yeah, please do. Yeah, I think it's extremely good. Um, every single thing that you hear from there is directly from the Z and not even in a DAW. I just did it all on the OPZ and I guess I exported it into Ableton, I think, to record the performance and that's it, but didn't do any post in there. So, anywho, I want to check out some of this preset pack from Metropolis Border. So let's do a new track, new project. So there's a free pack that he has available right now for like Black Friday. And I installed that already, and that is, let me see how you find that. Hang on. Okay. So Vibe Shift, and what's the name of his string one? Danger Strings. So this is kind of dope how this shows up on here, man. Honestly. So when you do category, you you want category to be. This is cool how you can do this. Hey Manny, what's going on, man? So, and I'm processing this whole thing, but for mm, hang on, that slash is yeah. I'll talk more about it soon. Can you solo tracks like kick, snare, hi hats? Um, yeah, let's do it. You're a channel member. You get first dibs on requests. But you can solo them as long as you have them on separate tracks, and then you solo by going into the mixer mode and pressing and holding. That's solo. So there's a lot that I want to do like overview on. One is these sounds, these 8 sounds you're about to hear, are all part of his preset pack, which are not samples, which were sound designed specifically on the synth engines on the XY. So these are all the free ones that are available right now. That, that's a pretty cool synth sound. This. That. Nightfall. I want to go into. You were getting better with it. Hey, thank you. Breaks my heart that Open Phil isn't in the mix, but whatever works for you. um, but let me read what you said before. For tracking in Ableton, you'll need everything separate from mixing. Yeah, you're right. So two things with that. One is I talked about that recently in a video that I didn't release yet, but I just filmed today. That I'm gonna get back into Ableton. I mean, maybe before this, but for sure when this thing gets multi out, which I think it will get eventually. Like it kind of has to get that, right? I think it will. So when it does, that's gonna make me, yeah, just feel a lot more like, oh snap. Okay, now we get all the effects in Ableton, and we can do some linear stuff, and like that's gonna be extremely, extremely cool. And at some point in the near future, um, like I'm leaning into this until it makes sense not to, which is not going to be anytime soon. But I mean, I can totally see OP1 Field. I'm working on something right now, actually. But OP1 Field with the XY together in some instances, not just because, but for specific reasons. But yeah, this I can't imagine this not being the thing for me for a very long time, just because of how inspiring it is. Ukulele says this helps with exploring the OP1. So many possibilities. I gotta go make music now. Hey, do your thing. Appreciate you being here. And that is maybe one of the most important pieces of what I do on this channel is to inspire people to be creative. Guys, we have, I don't want to get on a high horse or anything like that, but there is to me, not, it's not scary. It's just fascinating is maybe the word to use. It's fascinating that Suno AI exists. It's fascinating. If you guys haven't used it before, I can deduce why someone would be against it for sure. I get all that. I get that. Um, I get that. It's learning from people and not paying them and all that stuff. I understand that. I'm like studying this stuff right now, but there is, I think, the thing that we feel as musicians and music producers, the thing that we feel while we're creating, I don't think that that can be felt by a prompt. I know that the end product from the prompt and the end product from a person, I know that they're just gonna be like this. I mean, they might already be like this. You guys can listen to stuff that Suno creates, and you can't. I don't care what you say. You can't tell the difference, honestly. So it's here, and it's fascinating. It's interesting. It's like, what the hell? Like, what? But at the end of the day, if you're into your creative art, I mean, I don't know if there's going to be people. I don't know what all this means. I just know that, like, this, I could be relaxing right now, but after 9 hours of straight tutoring, but this is what it is for me. I'm just sitting here like, yo, I took a bath. I'm gonna spend some time with my wife in a little bit. It's 9 o'clock, maybe in a few. I'm gonna go maybe watch the second to last episode of this show called Task that we've been loving. But yeah, this is good stuff, man. As a kid, I I yearned for this. I remember making beats when I was 15, 16 on my Yamaha motif, and I was just like, man, this sounds really good. Sounds interesting. How, the barrier to share with people was insane, right? But now I can share with you guys making stuff live. It's unprecedented. Anyway, nice beat. How are the M1 headphones for monitoring? Thank you. Um, um, they are good. They're good. It's a good headset. I'm gonna do another video with the III Trax headphones to compare the two with this particular device. So they're sending me a pair to do a comparison with. But yeah, I've been rocking with these now. They're just not great quality. You can see like over here, they're starting to crack and stuff a little bit, right? And I try to be as careful as I can with them, but they're good. I think they sound with the mic. I think the mic is extremely good. You guys let me know. You guys can hear me, but I can also hear what I'm monitoring. I think the mic is extremely good, specifically when used with this product or with TE products. I think it sounds like really, really good. Anyway, let's get back to it. All right. Let's check out some of these other sounds. So these are the free sounds that we just checked out. Now I want to check out. So you can organize these by the way he has them here. It's just like slash, and you have all of, I guess, the uncategorized samples slash presets, really. That's what this is, because these are all presets, synth engines, and then these are samples. So I'm still evaluating like the difference between samples and presets and such. But you get a lot more sonic capabilities with samples. That's kind of cool. That's really interesting, right? To get sounds like that. What about this? That's really interesting too. I gotta give my man Colors and Space Recordings a shout out here. This is some sounds from his pack. Like, that's really good stuff. It's really good stuff. So this is called Danger Strings. This you have like all these. I don't know that they're organized so nice. So I don't know what some. Okay, I guess BS means bass. samples on here is actually kind of dope. Let me see what other keys. Pads. Samples are kind of dope on here. Alright, and then this one, vibe shift. These are this is good stuff. This is good stuff, yo. It's making me smile. He's dialed in stuff really. So what I'm doing here, let me finish my thought. What I'm doing here is like checking out some presets from a preset pack. And I'm gonna, do I save this? I don't know. Let me come over here. I want to just go through these presets because they sound really interesting. But I'm also gonna stop talking for us in a moment and start just making music because I'll chat with you guys, but you know, I'll respond to chats. I mean, all right, let's see. All right, so we're really curious about this vibe shift thing here because there's a ton of preset. This is really interesting to be able to get these. I'm gonna have to hit my man up, yo. These are really good. I'm sorry. I didn't see these messages. I'm sorry. I hate when this happens. Let me just look at all these chats. Or I don't know if there's that many, but whatever. Beat, Howard. Okay, I answered that. Thoughts on the SP404? I don't have too many thoughts on it because I don't use one, but I think they're supposed to be really, really good. Godsend says what? I have the same ones. Unfortunately, I slept with them on the other night and broke. Oh boy. I could show that. That's not a bad message. Why are they hiding that? Manny, I'm sticking to hardware avoiding. Love that. SP404 is used in my studio every day. I also have the SP202. Look at you. Obsessed much? Or the M1 they arrived. Hey, dope. What's the name of the pack again? So this pack is called, dang, I wish I could tell you the name of it. If you just, I'll tell you the art of the person. Metropolis Border. So you should be able to go to his Gumroad. But you better believe I am going to have a pack to sell very soon and one to give away for free very soon. And I'm going to release one every month. And there's another thing that I'm going to be doing as well that I can't talk about yet, but it has to do with the XY and it has to do kind of with this stuff that we're talking about. And I'm very excited for it. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been doing this content thing for 6 years, and I don't have any digital assets to sell / give away, and it's okay. It took me I mean, I know the importance of having that, but there are a few things that excited me more than this, and so I'm just figuring out a couple things, doing some research and exploring. But yes, I appreciate that. And yeah, these live streams will all be like I said, like they're not, I guess they're promoting it. They're going to be promoting it, but there's not going to be that much of a difference in terms of what I'm doing here. But the stuff that I create, right, is all going to be sort of like for that purpose. So I'm very excited for that. Anyway, let's check out some more of these. easy. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, I have one of my good friends who's a Woofbox sicko. He is we're gonna do a Zoom call, and he's gonna teach it to me, and I'll probably turn some of that to content along with what I do with it afterwards. But yeah, that's definitely coming soon as well. I gotta now. I have to like, I have a lot of other like products, right? I have the Woo Box. I just got the Poly and Play Plus in, so I have to be a little careful. Um, and what else? Hey, what's going on, man? Um, the Poly and Press that came in. I got the Kiviak coming in soon, keyboards. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that I'm gonna be. But what I've learned is that there's gonna need to be like a learning day, right? There's gonna need to be a day where I dedicate to like, all right, I'm spending time with this particular hardware, and it after a certain, I'm not gonna like, beat my head against the wall if something is frustrating, or something doesn't work or whatever. Like that goes in the video, but I do need to make sure I give adequate time to learn any new piece of equipment that I'm showcasing on my channel. Otherwise, what's the point? It's just pointless. It's like, yeah, there's no point. So I'm excited. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to, and yeah, appreciate you guys rocking with me. All of these sounds that you're hearing were created by this individual, by sound designing on here. And I'm just like, I'm like very impressed with the diversity of the sounds on here. Very much. Interesting. I'm very impressed with the diversity of sounds on here. Very impressed, very impressed. Does he have drum kits in there, or is it all? Good question. Man, oh man, when this thing gets a drum synth, that's gonna be fun to. I shouldn't even. I was gonna say when this gets a drum synth, or when it gets a new regular sound synth to start designing sounds with. It's like, wait a second, I haven't designed anything yet. Let me lean into what's on here already and start. Maybe I'll do it right now actually, because we're talking about it. He has drum stuff too. What are the drums in it now? They are, well, so to answer your question, he does have a drum, uh, a kit that's for free with his free pack, and he also has, I think, other drum kit stuff on his page too. Um, I love these sounds. Would love the what's the last word there? The drum, they're all sample bass drums on the XY right now. Is that what you're asking? They're all sample bass drums. Anyway, let's get rid of this, and I don't know what I want to do now. I just want to maybe go into, let's see if I can find one more old song that I haven't heard in a while. And I don't know. I don't know what any of these sound like, so let's just go. Freaking disgusting, man. I can't believe it. That's disgusting. Let's do some like remixing on this track. Come on, man. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. I can't remix anything on here. It just has to be what it is. Thank you. It just has to be this. So that is, I'm pretty sure I know what's happening here. I remember. That's tape track. Dun, dun, dun. You probably know that. But it's not happening every measure. So that's tape track, but that's punching subcomponents on tape track. That dun 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 is only happening every 4 times. So that's one way to use the tape track and make it sound good. Like, I think, yeah, it's happening on all the tracks. It's good stuff. And then we come in here, we can arrange this. So let's actually arrange this a little bit. We can go from 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's listen to this. itself somewhere. Let's find it. We need something. We need this highlighted. We need that out. It has nothing on it. That's disgusting. What do I do here? 6 and then 7. Jesus, that's kind of crazy. How many tracks did you use for this chain sequence? It's a great question. Thank you for asking. One pattern per track, and there's okay. How many tracks are being used? 6 out of 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 empty, 8 empty, and this is all 1. And of course, this over here, there's only no brain happening. No, what is this called? Punching, whatever. Just this, just tape. Interesting. So now let's listen to it. We need that more than that. Come on, Kev. 666 6. Can we just go back to starting from here? Times 2. We need that happening 4 times. That's insane. Dude, just get your loops, music tracks, and pitch it to video game companies. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Enough is enough, right? The thing a lot of artists are lacking is business sense. You have everything needed to get placements. Screenshot this. Boom. Yeah, I appreciate it. I think now more than ever, now is a time where I've been, like the past week or two, been really thinking about, and I hadn't thought about this explicitly what you're talking about, but this is definitely a great idea. Maybe I do a Zoom call with you or something. Let me know if you charge for like an hour of coaching. Like, you've been rocking with me, so you can let me know what to do, because I don't know. I found OPXY packs on Sound Ghost. Where can I find on Gumroad? You type in you go to Gumroad's website and you type in OPXY on there, and you're golden. I think I'm gonna find. Yeah, I got some things to do, but yeah, no, I appreciate that, man, for sure. That's crazy sounding. That is so insane how good that sounds. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. What about this? Man, there's some good stuff on here. All right. Um, I'm gonna go. God sent hit me up. I'm gonna do a little research tonight. I gotta go lay down. I'm gonna do a little research. If you have anything like to drop in my whatever community posts or get in touch with me any way that you know how to, Discord. There we go. Send me a message on Discord and yeah, let me know where to start, man. I'm gonna go do a little research myself too. But yeah, good stuff. All right. As you can tell, I'm tired. Thank you. Appreciate you guys joining. Look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. And yeah, it's good stuff. Really good stuff. Have a good one. Night night.